What is up, guys? It is Tony here, and today we are doing a montage editing tutorial. And today we're going to be talking about something a little bit interesting. We're going to be talking about debris, or debris, as they call it in the UK, of course. But basically, this is the type of thing where you see particles flying everywhere, basically particle effects in general. I've done dust on screen in the past. I even think I did something very similar to debris. But I want to make this tutorial specifically about debris and how you can get it into your Final Cut Pro editing. So, unfortunately, there's really only one realistic way to do it in Final Cut, and it's through overlays, which are these things here, which are basically pre-keyed footage, and pre-keyed basically means that they have black backgrounds or green backgrounds or blue backgrounds that you can key out. And I don't think I have any of the debris. Well, actually, I have some particle effects. You can see these ones, which are kind of boring. This one's kind of good, actually. But the best place to get these particle effects from are various websites on the web. I'll link some of them in the description, but if you want to find them, I know there's a lot of people who do editing packs on YouTube that have these debris effects that I got right here. And this is one of them right here, and it's really cool, in my opinion. But there's one specific debris pack that I really like the most, and I'm going to show it to you right now. I have it in my YouTube folder, and I'd recommend having, a folder organization like this, as I've mentioned before. And here it is. So there's debris here, and you can see there's I'll preview some of these effects. You can see some of these, and a lot of them are like 3D renderings, and this is from Action Essentials, and you can buy these. Now, how to use them is up to you. I mean, you can use them for explosions. You can use them just to make the clip look better. I'm going to give you a quick little example of where I would use some of these effects. So I'm going to go into my montages and my current projects, which is where I just have some random footage. And I'm going to try to look for a certain map here that could fit one of these effects, or a certain theme. So let me see. You always want to look around. Like, I have one with flames, and flames, like ashes moving around. So look for something maybe with a lot of fire, maybe an explosion, something like that. It's always good to just, be a little bit creative in that way. Not really finding anything, but I have an idea. I have a great idea. I'm going to go to my cinematics and show you how to use it in your cinematics. I think those are under editing tools, cinematics. And I'm going to go to, I believe, Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, let's go Modern Warfare. No, maybe not Modern Warfare 2. Maybe, though. We'll see. I'm thinking Modern Warfare 3, actually. And what we're going to do is we're going to use a map that is snowy. Because when you use a map that's snowy, of course, you can use that snowy debris effect that I showed earlier. I forgot which map is snowy on this game, but I will find it eventually. I think it's Outpost? Yeah, it's Outpost. And you can see they already have some effects on here when you're near the ground, but you could even make those more dramatic. Like, here's a good place where you'd want to add those in, because for some reason when you're above a certain level they don't have the snow effects, probably because the Xbox can't handle the graphical rendering. So you do that, get that in there, and then go to your overlays. And all you do with one of these overlays, I guess I'll show you how to use overlays. I think I've done it before, but some of you guys are new. Is you basically find the overlay you want to use, which I have no idea where it is. There it is. And you drag it on top of your clip. And find the spot where it gets really crazy, because you want to make sure you get that part in there. And you just trim it up a little bit. And you put it right on top, and you'll notice all you see now is that snow clip. You know what I mean? You don't see the clip that you were looking at earlier. So what you got to do is you got to go into your inspector tool. It's right here, this eye, and you go to blend mode and you do add, and that basically allows you to have the clip on top. And it's hard to notice, but it is there. It's very subtle. Now, if you wanted to stand out more, one thing you could do is you can copy it, Command C when you select it, and then paste it on top again, and then you can double up the effect. And that'll make it a little bit more opaque. If you want to do that, go for it, and you can see it does do a great job. Another way to do it, let me get rid of that, is to add a glow effect. Now, this isn't a good example to add a glow effect to, so I'm actually going to find another clip, because there are some really cool clips you can add the glow effect to that make it look really awesome. So we're going to try to find some sort of map with a little bit of, like, or some sort of cinematic with a little bit of like an explosion, a car explosion going on, so we can... oh, actually, I have a good one. Carrier. Carrier has the Rex. Yeah, so that's good. Is there anyone closer to the wreck? I guess this is good. We'll go with this. So you get your cinematic where you're going through like fire and flames. And what you do is you grab your overlays, and you'll find that there is a fiery overlay that I think I showed you earlier. And I'm sure you guys can find these once again. Just check out some of the editing packs. Maybe I'll link some of the editing packs that I use in the description. Pretty much all editing packs have the same thing. That's why I don't personally do editing packs, because there's already a million editing packs out there that have what I have, so it kind of be pointless. I think it's this one, isn't it? No, it's not. This one. There it is. So on this one, you can see that when I do add, this is a perfect example of what I was trying to show earlier. You'll notice that it's very dim. You can't even tell that it's going on there. So what you need to do is two things. You can of course double it up, and that of course will intensify it slightly, and you can see it a little more. By the way, those green flashes, I know some people asked me why that happens. That's basically because you didn't render the clips properly. You're going to want to transcode media and optimize any footage you bring into the timeline, including this carrier wreck. I think it's the carrier wreck that's doing it, so just ignore that. So you can double it up, and that's a great method. What I recommend doing is actually using the glow effect, which I was about to show you earlier. So the glow effect, as you can see, it sort of makes the sparks shine a little bit more. I also recommend using some other effects on top of that. I think one's called Dazzle, and Dazzle really takes anything bright, and it does a great job. You can see now they kind of look like embers that are kind of blinking in and out, and it's really cool. You can also copy and paste, you can also copy it and paste it again, and then make it into one little, couple where you can have, this effect intensified even more. That's completely an option, and you can just, combine that together. And then one last thing, by the way, when that happens, that has just happened again, as you can see where it's black, just do add, and that's all you got to do. But once you have all that done, you might also notice that some of these particle effects aren't in the right position. They're not where you want them to be. So simply, the way you fix it is you duplicate it and move it around. So I'm going to duplicate it, and you'll see, since it's in the bottom right corner, I kind of want some of it to be in the top left corner. I mean, there's fire there. Why isn't there, sparks in the top left corner? So what you do is on that duplicated clip you did, you just rotate it. You rotate it 180 degrees, which you could do through the transform tool. And now, just like that, you've got sparks on both sides, and it looks a lot more professional. But it's going to be very hard to render because there's a lot of unrendered footage there. And of course, this looks better on darker clips. In fact, if I darken this clip a little bit and maybe change the CC a bit, you can see it looks a lot better. So, just some things to keep in mind. You can also add in smoke effects and things like that. But basically, particle effects and debris are almost always overlays. It means that you cannot do it straight from an editing program. The only editing program that allows you to do debris in-house is After Effects. That's the only editing program that you could really do professional debris in-house. You can use Motion 5. If you guys know how to use Motion 5, go for it. And you can create your own particle effects and import them into Final Cut, but just use the editing packs, man. They're all over. And just check them out. And also check out Action Essentials. I believe they sell effects for a little expensive, but they're pretty good. So that is pretty much it for my video. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial, go ahead and like it and comment below with any other ideas you have for tutorials I could do in the future. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.